Okay, here's the last and final video. One of the most common questions I get asked is, why does my computer take so long to boot up? It's because it's what it's booting up. I'm going to show you how to gain access to the list of stuff that boots up with your operating system. This is one of these hidden features of Windows that is not easily accessed. So pay close attention to what I'm about to tell you, and I'll give you 3 guesses what we're going to click on first. Yes, down to start. Yep, click here. Now see this field here? I want you to click on it to make it active. Type in the exact same thing I'm going to type in, MSCONFIG, and then press your enter key. This dialog box comes up and go into services. Now this is all the things, believe it or not, that's booting up when you press your on button on your computer, believe it or not. Now a lot of these are system files. I'm not going to bore you to death with telling you what all these are, because every computer is different. Probably the best thing to do to start with, hide all Microsoft services. Click that wee box and you can go down and see what has been enabled and disabled. And the only thing in the services I've got enabled is my graphics card 3D driver. The rest of the stuff you're probably thinking, what is that? Epson V3. When I installed my printer, by default it will boot it up with the computer operating system. Why do I need a printer to boot up? It's taking time to boot that up. You don't need the printer to be boot up. So you can untick that. You're probably thinking, what is the rest of this stuff? You're going to have to find out what it is, what you're going to have to do is click on it, go to your internet, reduce the windows so you can see both windows here. Paste license systems, what is that? We'll go in and type in PACE, license system services. Enter. And there'll be a multitude of sites you can go to find out what that is. What I'm going to explain to you is, if you don't clearly understand what it is and you're not sure whether you can deactivate it, just leave it. I've unticked that because I know I don't need it booting up. So I've disabled all this. What I'm going through here is just basically to tell you how to find out what the things is. How you disable them is you just untick it. And again, I can't stress enough, if you're not sure, don't untick it. However, if you do untick something that you shouldn't have, if it's an operating system thing and it needs it, it will re-enable it itself. If it's a third party piece of software and you've disabled something that needs to boot up with the operating system, it'll come up and tell you. And all these things are undoable because you can go back in and recheck them. Now the next tab we're going to look at is Startup. Now as you see, I've only got 2 things. If you go between the 2 lines, your cursor changes to that and you can actually move so you can actually see. Acrobat Speed Launcher, well I only use that with PDF files. It's for reading PDF files. When I double click on a PDF file, it opens it up in Acrobat, so it boots up then. Why does it have to boot up with my operating system and slow my system down? Well, it doesn't, so that's why it's unticked. I use a graphics tablet in Photoshop, so I need the driver loaded for that, and Microsoft Security Essentials, well that's my antivirus. With that, you just OK it. Once you're finished, closes it down, and if you change anything, it will say it may need a reboot. Reboot your system, and when it boots up, it should boot up a lot quicker. So what you have to do is go through all the items, check it in the internet what it actually is, and then decide whether you're going to disable it or leave it. Now you may think that is going to take a long time, and it is quite time consuming. However, how many minutes or how many hours have you spent waiting on your system to boot up? So if you take that into consideration, it's well worth doing. Now if you apply what you've learned in the last 5 videos, your computer should run like a dream. It shouldn't be down and about. If you keep checking this channel every week, there will be more movies uploaded. So you can either bookmark your channel and maybe leave some comments on what you think of the videos. or any suggestions for further videos.